I'm gonna click it. Oh, you gonna click it? Oh, you
I
got it?
just clicked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Damn.
you guys. We were just talking, and nobody was in the. I mean, I didn't hit the button.
Wow. I did all
So
that.
my phone is ringing like crazy. People are calling to tell me that the verdict is in. Now, explain this to me again, Perry. And why are you on
Okay.
Avatar?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I had to go and get my charger. But no, Beatrice had hit me up. She said verdict is in because I was sitting there watching another show, just relaxing. I was thinking probably the end of the day ain't nothing gonna happen. But I guess they got it. But they came back and they sent a note to the judge saying they got a verdict on count 2, 3, 4, and 5. But they're partial on one, which is the RICO. So then I guess the judge sent them back to say, hey, go on back there and see if y'all
How
can.
do you not vote on the damn RICO? That's the most
Well,
important charge.
that's the part I'm not sure of. Or did they
Okay,
vote
so
on?
counts 2, 3, and 4, right? So that would be the X trafficking, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
The prostitution man act, of course, that's going to be bad,
Mm-hmm.
and the substance trafficking.
Just say hi.
Hi. Okay, now Perry.
Okay. No, that was her. She wanted to come.
So they don't have count 1, the RICO charge, but they got everything else.
Hold on, let's
This
see.
is an incomplete. You cannot give us your verdict because the most important thing is the RICO charge. What are you talking about?
Well, let me
It's
see.
the
Hold on.
RICO charge.
Other links. I'm trying to see
Now
if it.
they're just ridiculous. You have why are you guys sending out messages that you have a verdict when the damn RICO charge is incomplete? This
Okay.
sounds like a mistrial to me. Y'all better figure this out, jury, because I mean the other counts are important too.
Hold on, let me get the baby. But
Definitely.
Sharrell, you might have an update like 4 minutes
I don't
ago.
have
Hold on.
my phone. I don't have my
Okay,
phone.
okay, hold on. Let me get the baby. He's crying.
This is ridiculous. My phone is blowing up because everybody's trying to tell me that we've got a verdict. But do we really? He just sent them back. So they got all the charges. They have a verdict on all the charges except for count 1, and that's RICO. And something else he just said.
Okay.
We know he's going to prison for the Mann Act. We know that. But the RICO is the most important charge. I mean, and maybe charge number 5, the substance trafficking. This is ridiculous. This is a false alarm. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for this damn jury to come back with the RICO charge. That's going to take a couple of days. I am upset. Y'all know how I get. Like, I don't care about the other charges. Diddy's going to jail on the Mann Act, in my opinion. And the maximum sentence, I believe, is 10 years. Got it. But the RICO is what's politically important. We don't want them changing laws right in front of us. Puff, puff, pass should not be a substance trafficking. Yeah, well, come on.
I know.
It's okay, Terry. All right, let's see here. It says in the U.S. versus Sean Combs, jury deliberation, day 2, amid questions on drug distribution and we don't care about that. Well, in the well of the courtroom, everyone but the Donaldson is in their seat waiting. Sean Combs is leaning back, his legs are crossed. He does not look happy. Okay, let's see here. Let's put this on the screen. Now, I'm being told by Perry that the jury got sent back into deliberation to go over the RICO. Now, this makes absolutely no sense. Why would they tell everybody that the verdict is in and we don't have a explanation for the RICO? Who told you that the verdict was in?
It's Beatrice. I mean, I know a note was passed to the judge
Okay.
saying
Okay.
just that. It says just what it's saying. Now, why would you send? Maybe they thought that was good enough. They didn't have to come to a decision on it because they couldn't agree on it. Maybe that's what they thought.
Here, let me make this bigger so everyone can read what I'm reading. Oops. Right here, where my cursor is, it says breaking. U.S. versus Sean Combs jury has sent out a note that they have reached verdicts on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ex trafficking and transportation for prostitution, but remain divided on count 1. Y'all, why are we here?
Yeah, somebody said it's a partial verdict, but
That's
now
look, that's false alarm. I don't care about the other things. I want to know about the RICO because the RICO, in my opinion, is changing a lot of the laws right before our eyes.
yeah, now
It should not be you shouldn't go to jail for life for having a vial of substances and then I just give it to Perry and that's a life sentence.
yeah, and like I mean, but even at this point, we're not sure if they gonna go for that. That's what I'm just saying. At the end of the day, and this is how I feel about it. And people say, "Well, hey, why are you riding with Diddy?" I'm not riding with Diddy. For one, I'm a black man that was born and raised in the U.S. and know how things work.
Who said that? Who said that by now?
Oh, no. I'm just saying a lot of people to be saying, "Oh, this is the Diddy channel. Why are you going for Diddy?" I said it was all about justice.
Perry, don't worry about none of that.
I know, but I'm just saying
ignore those people.
these things right. And when we come down to this whole RICO thing, when we come down to this RICO situation, if you let that be the reason why you can get them on a RICO, everybody gonna pay the price for that. Everybody.
To be quite honest, I agree with Johnny. This sounds like a mistrial. Because when you don't send anything to the judge unless you're ready for the verdict. It's only been what, 2 days? So I'm thinking they can't come to some agreement on this RICO. That doesn't mean though, yeah, it might be a mistrial. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? My Lord, he is going down. This is awful. I don't know. They're going to stretch dude tomorrow. But then don't wake me up if you don't have the verdict today. Don't tell me that the verdict is in and it's partially in. No, y'all. Come on. You said mistrial. It's crazy out here. It really is.
And I'm coming to get my phone so I can refresh it.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't miss.
It sounds like no RICO for Diddy. It sounds like it. It's really sounding like a hung jury. It really is. There is at least one holdout. Hi, baby. Go give this to Papa. Thank you. What are you guys thinking? Because this is crazy. Babe, can you hand me my phone? It's on the counter there. Thank you, guys. Everybody that's calling me. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Okay. Cassie named her daughter after Frank Black. Free Diddy now. I don't know. Mistrial. Hi, Aphrodite. RICO is racketeering. They have verdict on 3 counts. They have found him guilty of being nasty. Okay, we'll see. RICO, Racketeering Influenced by Corruption Organization Act. Yeah, that's the most important act. At the end of the day, he's going to walk.
Hey, Sharrell, did you get the one 4 minutes ago? Well,
no, can you read that really quickly?
Okay, well, this 4 minutes ago. Judge, I received each side's proposal. Mr. Anifalo, your proposed, there is not much there. Combs, Anifalo, we are not remotely at the place where the jury needs more to deliberate efficiency. They are remarkably efficient. They already have 4 verdicts. Then he came back. Judge, now I wouldn't call the government proposal an alien charge. it reminds the jury of the instructions I previously gave on the duty of deliberate. I could simply recite from the jury charge. So it sounds like
Mistrial.
one side is saying, hey, they already came to a verdict on 4. Why are you, it sound like the defense saying, why are you sending them back in there? They're efficient enough. Maybe they just ain't got nothing. And it sounds like the prosecution.
Everybody is texting me, Sharrell, this is going to be a mischarge. They can't agree on RICO. Ugh. I don't care. I need it in writing. Thank you, Beatrice. You were one of the first person to reach out to Perry. So thank you so much. I'm upset. Oh, I'm upset because I'm expecting this to be over. Okay. You don't tell us that you have verdicts with an S. I thought the verdict was in.
Okay, it's another one. You got it? You want me to get it?
Oh, hold on, let me get to it. Got all this stuff.
Well,
All these people are texting me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Saying things starting to happen. I don't know what.
Everyone's saying mistrial, Sharrell, mistrial. I don't know. I'm not going there with y'all yet. I think, well, I don't know. I don't know.
You know what, though? The crazy part about it?
Babe, is it a minute ago or 2?
It's one, yeah, probably 2 minutes ago,
Okay.
and then one came out, and then a second one.
Here we go. Agnaphilo says, we are not at the point yet. I'm not saying we would be at the point on Thursday, July 3rd or Monday. Let's wait and see. I'm putting stock in that they have reached verdicts on 4 counts. Judge, this is the judge talking. I'm going with it, but I may have more later. Judge also says, I could tell them they could return on July 3rd. We could arrange that. What do you parties think? And then Comey says, we like to give them the option to deliberate on the 3rd. Agnaphilo says, 1 second, Your Honor. He said, yes. This is going to be a mistrial. Let's not drag it out.
Yeah, I thought they had the verdict for real, but yeah, it's crazy. It sounds like now they want to give them, because the day is the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to give them 2 more days.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, this is the information I'm getting. If they can't agree on the RICO, then it's a mistrial. If they can agree on the RICO, well, then all those charges come into play. So the 2 predicate acts would be the Mann Act and X trafficking. They're saying that would be X trafficking. So the Mann Act and the X trafficking is what they probably are finding him guilty on if they can agree on this RICO. Now,
but then, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It's like 5 charges.
Yeah. I like, what did I do with them? Is that it? You want me to put them back up there?
Huh? Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's like 5 charges. And they got the S trafficking and the what you call it on Jane and Cassie. And then you got the I think the Mann Act is separate, I thought.
The Mann Act is number 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not 4.
5.
No, don't you see them on the thing? Can you read it?
I see it.
It's let me make it bigger.
It's 3. It's transportation of the
yeah.
dance.
It's 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me start talking. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay, so then I got another thing. I'm going with that, but I may give more later. Then he came back, Judge, I could tell them that they could return on July 3rd. We could arrange that. Okay, I read that one. Let me see.
Okay, so someone told me, no, Sharrell, if they can't agree on the RICO, that doesn't mean it's a mistrial. They can still find him on other things. It just meant that they couldn't come to an agreement on the RICO. So there's still other predicates in the play, which will probably be the Mann Act and X trafficking. Yeah, for sure, it's going to be the X trafficking and transportation for prostitution can still lead to a conviction.
Okay, so Combs at Nifalo came back and says, our preference is that you don't tell them now about Thursday. The downside is that the jurors might feel rushed to reach a verdict to avoid the Thursday issue. Let them deliberate tomorrow. You could act at the end of tomorrow. That makes sense.
Someone said to me, Sharrell, if they can't agree on the RICO Act, they could retry him, or it would just be a mistrial for the RICO Act. But this Mann Act is still on the table. I think Diddy's going to jail on this. Go ahead.
So the judge come back. So the defense would have no objections to them deliberating on July 3rd. Combs' attorney says, no objection. If they want to, judge, okay, let's bring back out our jury.
Oh my God, this is the worst case ever. Weren't you guys ready to wrap this up?
I thought it was a wrap. I was happy.
I thought it was finally over.
Damn.
For the Mann Act, he can get up to a maximum of 10 years. They're saying that with the Mann Act, if they do time served or something like that, it might be he might be released or given a year or two. That's what I'm hearing for the Mann Act.
And then Benny said in the thing, Perry, can you tell her he's already time served for Mann Act? So basically,
that's what I just heard. Yeah.
Okay.
So either he goes home or they get this RICO shit together. Listen, I understand the jury. It's very confusing. We were all back and forth just on this channel alone. It's not here's the evidence and there's no other way to look at it. Find him guilty. You can look at this as a whole bunch of different ways depending on who you are. So I do see why they can't come to an agreement, but I'm going to need them to go over the evidence again, talk it out again. I need to wrap this up. I don't want a mistrial.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that. I want this to be over. But yeah, it looks like the Mann charge is in play. Mann Act, not Mann charge, Mann Act, and they're saying he could be released, depending on the judge, for that, for time served.
And then Karen Lane said this. I'm not sure if you had seen it. She said, when you was asking the question about why can't they just have a mistrial for the RICO thing or whatever, she said, if they find Diddy not guilty, if they find him not guilty on the RICO, they can't recharge him for that. But
go ahead.
If they don't find him guilty or innocent of it, or if they don't find him guilty or innocent of it, then it's just stuck there that they can possibly retry him later. Okay.
And I heard that they wouldn't. Okay. The judge says, all rise. The jury enters. The judge says, welcome back. I received your note that you have reached verdicts on counts 2 through 5. I asked you to continue deliberating, discuss and weigh your respective opinions dispassionately, and follow my instructions on the law.
Okay. Is he a little angry at him or something?
Well, because, listen, you told them this before. If they can't come to an agreement, then that's just what it is. But okay, if you feel more comfortable giving them more time, you are the judge, do that. But the problem with this RICO thing is it's extremely broad, which makes it extremely complicated. And If you most likely believe that there's a RICO Act, you're not going to change your vote. If you believe that it's not a RICO Act, you're not going to change your vote. We just found that out from us having these discussions just on this channel alone. Okay, here we go. The judge says, I ask you to return to the jury. If you decide you are done for the day, send me another note and I'll bring you back out to end the day. It says jury leaves. Then the judge says, everyone can go back to doing what they were doing. Okay. Y'all know I
Yeah, I mean,
y'all. Mhm.
so with this RICO, I get it. If they saying stay back there till all 12 of you agree to something,
Yeah, that's not unusual. That's not unusual. It depends on the judge how far you go. Judges do that all the time, especially on a big high profile case like this, because you don't want to drag this out. This is costing the government lots of money. So we need y'all to go back. But here's the thing, Judge, with all due respect, after I've been so mean to you all during this trial, you're not going to get them to agree. It's just not going to happen. So most likely there it's going to be a mistrial for the RICO. It's going to be a Mann Act. He's either going to do a couple years or he's going to walk away.
I mean, because the charges for Jane, I don't think he should get nothing for Jane. And really, probably nothing for Cassie, to be honest with you.
Pharrell is angry. Give her a cigarette. Oh, Sharrell. And a shot of tequila here. Well, because I really don't see them coming to a decision on the RICO charge. And I base that on different YouTube channels that I'm watching. They can't all agree with it. Law and crime, these lawyers are all over the place. And now at the end, I would say the last couple of days, it's been a huge push. People coming out of everywhere. I don't know if that's because DJ Academics is on the scene, but all of a sudden there are more people saying let them go. But you still have the people saying lock them up. So if we can look, okay, let's try to do it on this page. If anybody's willing to change their opinion, no, because oh my God, I forgot to turn it on. Hold on, Perry. I was going so fast.
But then I did a poll. I said, well, did he get the RICO? 58% says no, 42% says yes.
Oh, that's so close. And that's on everybody's live that I watch. It's basically a 50-50 split. And so
because I get it, and I think mostly for the ones who saying the ones who say yes, he would get it, is they reading the fine line and saying, yeah, if you're gonna be accurately all the way down to the minimum of the law, if you passed a friend who asked you for something, then that's it. But some people look at it with a more wider scope, like just saying, hey, yeah, baby. Okay.
Go ahead, Perry. I got it. Yeah, I need a cigarette. I don't smoke, but if I did, I would use one right now because this case is driving me crazy. Remain strong, jurors. Not guilty on RICO. I think they're going to remain strong, but I think the other people are going to remain strong on guilty, and I think it's going to be a mistrial for the RICO. Juror sends notes. They're done for the day. Child. What can I tell y'all? Well, at least we got an update. There are verdicts in on everything but the RICO. This might not get resolved, you guys, until after the holidays. This is so close to the 4th. Let them go watch the fireworks, have a barbecue with their families. Maybe somebody will change their mind. I doubt it.
Because it's 5:30 right now back there. So
Someone said, Sharrell, there are recent and alleged RICO fight I don't know what that means. Faked
Filed,
against two
filed.
creators by other creators. It got tossed and they won the anti-slap, which could be 3 times the damages were. Who are these people? I know I don't like to talk about other bloggers.
And they said Rico, alleged Rico filed is what it was.
Against 2 creators. Oh, is that guy you like to watch?
No, I don't think nobody got, not that I heard about this. I ain't heard about that.
Can he watch the fireworks from prison? I don't know about that. Do they celebrate the holidays in prison?
I'm sure they do. They ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, Lala. She says, CNN says they're coming back tomorrow. We're just here reading your comments, expressing my frustration. And because I forgot to hit the live button,
Yeah,
I got to talk for 10 minutes. Johnson, only opinions, not that serious. Oh, there's already charges on the Sun. I heard about those new charges. Oh my God, my grandchildren are losing their mind. Can anyone tell me why they want this freak freed? We want him freed because we don't want the new precedent of the RICO law to have two things I don't want to happen with the RICO. Say this was a vial of substance. If I give this to Perry, right, they can give him a RICO charge. He could spend the rest of his life in prison for that. I think there are degrees of substance trafficking. You've got your El Chapos, you got your Black Mafia family, you got that's trafficking. That's trafficking. Me as an addict giving some drugs, giving a substance to another addict shouldn't send you to prison for life. The RICO charge is so broad, it doesn't even work for the mob who it was created for. But if you change it into something else, first of all, I really feel passionate about if you want to change a law, put it on the floor of Congress and pass it the right way. Stop passing laws behind our back. Stop doing that. Stop defunding our schools behind our back.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing things behind our back. It's very important that this RICO, you make them prove it. And puff, puff, give. We've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you heard about it. Right. Shouldn't be a charge for life.
I mean, honestly, if they got that to be a part of the RICO and they hammered him with that, because you can have the same charge twice. They ain't got to find the other one, just both of those. You did it on 2 occasions. That had to be the most childish thing I ever seen. But people, like the government, bends these rules to do what they want to do on selective people they want to go after. That's the point me and Sharrell been saying this whole time. This justice thing, you can't let this set precedents that they can go and use it for that. Why they going after him for passing something to someone who asked for it? Why ain't they out here like the old days when they used to go out there and get all these traffickers that cross the border or whatnot, bringing in kilos, boatloads. They don't even go after these people no more with RICOs. Matter of fact, do they even go after them at all? You know what I'm saying? Like the mob used to get it, the big traffickers, but they waste their money on that. And then, like I said, when they talking about, oh, well, he crossed interstate lines and all this, when it's real people that's out there that's being trafficked as we speak. Nobody's spending money on that shit. It's just crazy.
Too, it's very, very political. They made an announcement that they're going to build a new Alcatraz, right? And 47 says, hopefully one day we can get one in every state. Who they gonna be putting in them prisons?
Yeah. And now
it's very political. It's very political. If you want to start building new prisons, these supermax, high-tech quality prisons, then you're going to have to do it the right way. if you want to change the law to put these people in these prisons, then you're going to have to do it the right way.
Okay, Sharrell, it was an update too.
Go
Did
ahead,
you read
Harry.
it?
I'll get it. Go ahead. These kids are clowning. These kids are clowning. Okay, there's an update, he says. I don't see it. I don't see the update. Let me go to CNN. Hold on. Hold on, guys. My grandchildren are a handful. They're all over the place. Oh, that's why. Sorry. It's very important. It's very important what happens in this case. And I don't even think people are aware of it. They're just voting just to be a part of the group and not understanding why they're saying the things that they say. They're not. Somehow it's turned very political. Let's see what CNN is saying. In dismissing the panel for the day, the judge said he won't bring them out in the morning. He won't bring them out in the morning, and they can get started when they all arrive. In dismissing the panel for the day, the judge said he won't bring them out in the morning in the courtroom. Okay. Harry, where's this update you said you seen?
Oh, it was on the main, but I read it. The judge said, 5 minutes ago.
I don't see it.
It was basically him doing the same thing, CNN saying that the jury been dismissed for today.
All right, I got a couple more minutes. Let's see what you guys are saying. I hit my go button too early. He in office now doing what he want, and he can free Diddy. He can free Diddy, 47. I think that would be so messy to his base. I don't see 47 freeing Diddy. And everyone said he's freeing everybody else. That you gotta please your base. Unless I just don't see him. You guys see him freeing 47? I mean, do you guys see 47 freeing Diddy? No. His base would go crazy. And you still have to appease the people that put you in, right?
This is why I disagree with you. I think he will.
Why?
If necessary.
Why? Why do you think he will?
No, I mean, because he love attention. He love attention, and his people are gonna stay with him regardless of what he do. His people can't even afford the high prices of groceries right now.
Y'all think he will?
Some people have gotten evicted because they couldn't pay their rent or mortgage because of him, but they still got his back.
I don't know, y'all. I don't see it. I really don't.
The people who roll with him, that deep.
Let's go do a poll, Perry. Will 47 free Diddy? Because I don't see that happening. These people hate Diddy so bad. There might be a part 2 of the Capitol building. That is crazy. 46 had some white stuff inside the courthouse and let his I didn't follow his case. What is the son's name? Hunter. I didn't follow, or is it? Yes, Hunter. It's Hunter. Diddy gonna have to sit a bit before 47 let Diddy out. I don't think he might free Diddy, but it will be when his term is ending. Do we know when it's ending? You know, that little law they just passed behind our back about if you're in a current WAR. So we don't know when he's leaving. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let them pass laws behind our back. Right now, we don't know when he's leaving. It is what it is. We as Black people are going backwards. Very sad day for me. Well, nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happened. If Trump, if 47 looks at this case like his case of him feeling railroaded allegedly and being cool, 47 gonna get him out. I don't know why y'all say that. We'll see. I
No,
can't
I mean,
say you're right or wrong. I don't know.
oh, I can't.
Someone said he let Kodak Black go, and Kodak Black was the last person. If you watch this Kodak Black, we're not saying anything bad, but you admitted yourself you have a raging meth problem. Okay, you should have been in, and I'm worried for your life.
Let me tell
Didn't
you
they
why.
drop?
Let me tell you why I think he would do it. Because you overestimating him. He don't care about those people that follow him. See, that's where you make the mistake. You think he care. They gonna follow him just because with the things they want him to do.
No,
How
I'm
he want to
saying that.
kill minorities and stuff
Period.
out.
You have. He has a base. He has a base. Can you
Yes.
admit to that?
Yes.
He has
But
to appease his black base.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, because they will turn on him so fast. I don't see him doing that. But to everybody else's, he did get, Kodak,
Mm-hmm. Larry Hoover.
Kodak, Larry Hoover, the list goes on. I don't.
For one,
I
he'll
just
do
don't.
anything for $1. Then he got to balance it out because he gonna let all his people go, right? So he got to balance it out to make it look fair. And Diddy's a big name, so he loved the attention of it all.
Y'all making me sound. I mean, it sounds like the majority of you think that if he does get the Mann Act and have to go, that 47 would pardon him.
So
Yes.
61% says yes so far.
Y'all think he's gonna get pardoned? Are y'all saying that because of NBA YoungBoy? Is it because if NBA YoungBoy could get it pardoned, let's just pardon them all? I would hope the jury doesn't rush the decision. I don't think there is. So the scoop that we're hearing is what do you call the lead juror? It's a name for it. I can't think of it right now. Is a 75-year-old African-American woman. And if you are African-American, you know who this woman is. It's like Big Mama.
Mm-hmm.
What Big Mama says goes. I don't think Big Mama is going to budge. Felon 47 was at the freak-offs. He will pardon him. Okay, y'all think he's going to be pardoned? We'll see.
And then the reason why he haven't did it yet because Diddy might get off. So why would he have to even take a chance with his followers, huh?
This one says because if the price is right, 47 will pardon. Yeah, the rumor is if you got the money, I think they said it was $5 million. Diddy has that. He's paying his attorneys $3 million a month.
And then him and Tesla.
Never in my lifetime.
Him and Tesla going back at it again.
Yeah, him and Tesla. Oh my goodness.
So he'll do anything to change the narrative. You know what I mean? Like people are out here hurting, trying to make ends meet. But I pardon Diddy. See, it'll give him headlines. He don't care about you, me, nobody in this chat. And he don't even care about his followers like that.
Lindsay says, I wonder if the defense dragged this out and rest just before the 4th for this reason, a rush job. I don't think the defense is going to drag it out. I think that people want to be home for the holidays, maybe, but they don't feel that sense of urgency. They're not sequestered. Okay. He might give them the 4th off, right?
Well, yeah, they got the 3rd and 4th off. That's what they were discussing. Should he allow them to come in to deliberate on the 3rd, which is Thursday? Now, I'm gonna just tell you how the whole thing go. If they already got the rest of those charges out, they only got this one charge to hammer out in the morning. By right after noon tomorrow or before, this should be a wrap. You're only focusing on one thing. Either we're gonna agree or disagree. You're at where you at, and ain't nobody gonna budge between that. But if it do go over until Wednesday, I mean, I'm saying tomorrow is no. If it do go over until Wednesday, for sure, they out of there. Ain't nobody
I
coming
don't
in.
know. 47, Mimi says 47 is for the rich. The base are his sheep. They allowed the Tate brother. They did. Are you talking about the Menendez? Oh, you're talking
No,
about
no.
the Andrew. Oh,
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In my opinion, the defense team set Diddy up by telling him to turn himself in. They could have paid his bail and the judge off before he arrived in New York. Well, I mean, I guess they do behind the back things. Never heard that before, but hey, it could have. The judge should wait until after the holidays for this case. But 47 heard the bad words Diddy said about him. So Diddy has a 50-50 chance. So they're talking about 47 was talking about Diddy. 47 said he was a friend of his and they used to hang around back in the day. He said they have a very good relationship until he ran for the leadership, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time. He said that's when Diddy started saying bad words about him. He said, but you never know. That could just be politics.
Okay,
He was trying to give us cliffhangers. Like, are you going to do it? Yes or no?
And I'll say this too. Snoop said some bad things about him. And people who voted him in.
Snoop said some bad things about him. He did.
Oh, yeah, a lot, right? But
oh.
Did he get over it? Way over it. Had him perform for him. So what'd that tell you?
Amy says, this is about class and race. I knew this was going to happen. Those people, men are choosing class politics. They want to be celebrated for sending Diddy up the river. Okay, so let me tell you guys the rumors that are going around. I think that people are saying it's turning very racial, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it's true. And it's going to do that because people have different lifestyles, right? Different visions, different experiences. So that usually can determine most of the time when these cases get like this. Like I won't shy away from them. We're about to cover another case, the Carmelo Anthony case with the when he unalived, poked one of the twins. That's going to be horrible. But I just think that I'm not going to shy away from it because that's what's happening in America. So, you can't get mad if someone sees a situation different than you see it. That's what I think it is. That's why it's always going to be different because nobody is looking at America through the same lens. That's what I think. But I don't know. I don't make it. I think it just happens that way. I could be wrong. I think it just things happens that way because we see things different. They don't, when they say that racism is gone, they mean it. They're not joking because that's their life. That's their life. This is our life. We're always, getting the short end of the stick. Hey, Pia girl, how you doing? I can't take no more bad news today. They better put him under the prison system because I would hate to have to write a letter. This is political, Pia. It's political, and I've missed you. You should have been up in here expressing your opinions because you don't play. 47 gonna get Diddy out. Why y'all keep saying that? And parade him around and say, look what I did for you blacks. Now don't ask for ish else.
No.
I don't see that. I think you're crazy.
I think that's exactly because now 47 know how people are looking at him. I know we had somebody said that he wasn't this way. I'm not debating whether he is or not. His action shows a different kind of thing. From our community, people see him that way. Well, some of them do. So he would do that to calm the waters. Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
that's the move I think he would do, but it's either here or there. But
Listen,
is this going to be a mistrial or what? We don't know.
it
But go
looks
ahead.
like it. We don't know, but it looks like it's going to be a mistrial because the one problem they have is the RICO. And that's what happens too when it's so broad. But I hear this lady is set. I heard she was making facial expressions that if anyone should have been kicked off, it should have been her. And she's very, I can only describe her as Big Mama. They say she's 75 years old.
Mm.
75. That's most definitely Big Mama. Do you think they're going to reach a verdict before the 4th of July? Let me answer this. Perry has been saying this before they were sent to deliberation. He's been saying this for like a good 2 weeks. Say it again, Perry.
You ain't gonna mess up my barbecue. That's all I'm gonna say. And look, heading into the weekend, like you know how like the prosecutor and the defense will try to use that to put their last word out. People gonna make that break. They gonna be done with the courthouse by the 4th of July. If they close on Thursday, they might finish up maybe tomorrow. I got a strong feeling it's a wrap tomorrow. If they don't came out and sent the note to them, they're already getting anxious to ready to go. They gonna go on and focus on this one thing. Either they gonna agree or disagree. We're gonna have our full verdict tomorrow.
Someone says, a friend of mine, this isn't somebody I don't know, a friend of mine just said, Sharrell, did you hear about 47 just opening up a migrant detention facility? He does what he wants to do. He's going to free Diddy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was some kind of alligator alley. I mean, whatever it is. His own Alcatraz in Florida, in the swamplands. He building a camp there. Well, it's built now. That could hold about, I want to say, don't quote me, 5,000 beds. To make sure nobody escaped. That way he can do all his craziness.
What's up with the Alcatraz? What is wrong with him? You would not like. So you guys, Florida has tons and tons and tons of alligators. Tons. They crawl out the water. They freak me out. I'm not an alligator fan. Some people eat alligators down in Florida. I'm not eating them. I'm not going out on those little Everglades. None of that.
They call it. I guess
well, they'll eat you.
Some people call it alligator Alcatraz. Some people, somebody says alligator alley. Whatever, which one it is, I'm not sure which one it is. But
alligator.
They went there for a photo op, I guess. But you know, I've been too busy trying to get this update to find out what's going to happen with this verdict. But it's crazy.
Let's just end this now because my children are getting crazy. All right, you guys, listen. We were on the watch. We were ready. We said we were going to be ready. Thank you, Beatrice, and everybody that texted me. Thank you, all the bloggers out there on site. I've been watching you all. You guys are going back and forth just like we are here. It looks like the country is split. It's all up to the jury. Not good for them to say we can't reach a verdict on the RICO. Not good. The judge sending you back and go think again. And a judge has an unlimited time to do this. But I don't think he might do it 1 or 2 times, and then that's it. I think it will be a mistrial. I'm the only one that thinks it's going. Hey, Josh. Damn, y'all. Psyched me out. I mean, I'm about to change the title. I thought it was over. We miss you too. It's almost over.
The only thing we'll say, they sent the note. They thought it was over. The judge said, no, I need y'all to go back in there now and finish those donuts and come out with either agree or disagree to this RICO.
One more time, Perry. Perry, what does it mean if the jury is hung on count 1, but the other charges a decision? She must have came late. Break it down one more time.
So, I want to say, like, I guess he would still be found guilty on those other charges.
No. If they can't agree on the RICO, then the RICO could be a mistrial, and they can bring the charges back again. They have charges on the other one. Everybody is saying without a doubt, I believe it's count
3, the Mann Act.
the Mann Act. They're saying for sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the Mann Act. So he's looking at 10 years. Now,
Okay.
people are saying he could get time served and they can whittle that down to nothing. But beyond a reasonable doubt, that I'm being told that the Mann Act is definitely guilty.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Because I think, because the way I've been equating everything, people will say you got the, the RICO that got all these other things in it. And the Mann Act was totally separate outside. So I guess, yeah, you're right, Sharrell. I guess if you just on that, maybe you get gig for that. You okay?
Come here.
I know.
Come here.
I know.
Come-
I know.
No, no, no.
I
Look
know.
at this. Look at this. Look what she has in her hand.
Oh, wow.
We gotta go, y'all. Our grandchildren are unhinged. Okay, they're feeding themselves donuts. Ciao, we got to go. We're on verdict watch again. I'm gonna change my titles. Sorry, you guys. We thought that the full verdict was in, but everybody is. It seems right now they are split on the RICO Act. So, and that's the most important one. So, thank you guys, and we will see you possibly tomorrow.
It's going down tomorrow. Look, you only got one thing. They thought they was going home today.
Look, she says it's also called the where'd it go? The White Slave Traffic Act. It really is. Like I heard other white people say that. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I gotta go with these grandchildren. Say bye, Dems.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.